Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the 2-pack, which is the Rise of Tyranny, and this features mine and Megatron and Senator Ratbat. So before we open these up, I want to have a quick look at the box because I'm sure you'll agree the artwork on here again is spectacular. In fact, he actually looks green there on that artwork. We've got Senator Ratbat there, and of course that is mine and Megatron to the left. We've got just a little bit, oh yeah, that's of course Senator Shockwave from the other box set. There we can see that they're using the Scourge Sweep and Alpha Trion mould. And of course we've got this Siege Megatron mould, which has had an absolute abundance of versions used of that already. And there of course is the legacy artwork as well. Right, I'm going to open this up, and as I do, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please. And also to thank In Demand Toys in the UK, which is where I purchased this from, and as you can see they got it to me nice and quickly and safely. Now I was really surprised, to be honest, with the last box, because they were all packed pretty much in alternate modes again, and this seems to be something that they used to do ages ago, and then lo and behold, these aren't. These are in their robot mode. So there you go, that's how they come packaged. There's all the accessories on the back. I just need to set them free and come straight back to you. So as you can see, I've set them free from the packaging, and what we're going to do, we're going to do some first impressions first and foremost, then we'll have a look at them in their alternate modes, and then we'll come back and do some more comparisons and indeed see how they display with their accessories. Now, I'm being completely honest, I'm a little disappointed with Megatron, and I'll show you why. He can't seem to stand up. I mean, and he's got the loosest joints I've ever seen at the moment, so I can't even disguise that. I can't even really get him to stand up. I'm gonna have to have a real good play around with that, maybe tighten up a screw or so, but I just, you know, want to be honest. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought, what's going on here? It does just fall down like so, which is such a shame, because my first impressions as soon as I saw him in the cardboard was wow, basically. I mean, his head sculpt is fantastic. The detail there in his eyes all around the top is brilliant. It does have full articulation on it. It looks up and down, goes all the way around. Again, we're very used to this mold. I'm hoping that the reason that we're very used to this mold isn't the reason for the knee joints. Basically what I mean by that is how many times it's been used now. So as you can see, shoulders all the way around, out to the sides, swivel at the bicep, flexion at the bicep. There is no wrist swivel. It does fold into there for the transformation. There is a waist swivel though, which you can see, and the hips will go out to the side, out to the front, and then you've got your knee bend, you've got your ankle tilt and your ankle rock. Now the hazard sort of strip tampografs, yeah, they look like stickers, but they're not. There might even be paint apps, actually, looking at that, are great. It really does make him look brilliant. But you can see, I mean, I was going to remind people that when you take them off the backing, to pull out the heel sprues on both of them. But with this, even with the heel sprues, in fact, I just want to show you the chest part there, how good that looks as well. I just need him to balance just so I can do the video. I'm going to have to rest him up against there. That's not too good at all, unfortunately. Ratbat looks amazing. The colour scheme on him works. This mould I already love. I think it's spectacular. I know there's quite a bit of kibble on the back, but when you position it like correctly, I still think it looks really good. Again, the head sculpt on him looks very good as well. It's a little bit restricted, but it still goes all the way around. Just about, yeah, clears that, no problem actually. Shoulder joint again all the way around, but you're going to get caught on the back. There's a swivel underneath, there's a bicep swivel, sorry, bicep flexion, and yes, there is a wrist swivel as well as a waist swivel, and the hips as you'd expect with these. And again, these are reuses of the same mold. This is the 4th use of this particular one. And I think every single one just seems to work really, really well. There we've got the lovely, again, chest detail there. And do you know what? Apart from that, there's not much more to discuss on first impressions. We're going to have a look at the alternate mode, and then we're going to come back finally again, use their accessories, see how we can put them in. In fact, I'll show you Megatron's now, because for his alternate mode, you're going to need to see it. He comes with 4. He comes with this, which you can all build up by the looks of it. You can build this into being a huge, yeah, you can, drill stroke cannon, and I think I need to do that, to be honest, for the alternate mode, so I might as well show you that now. and Ratbat. I nearly said Scourge, it's just a redeco of Scourges. So now we're going to have a look at them in their alternate mode and come straight back. Okay everybody, we're back. As you can see, they're already in their alternate modes, and we're going to start off by looking at Megatron. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. Main reason is to keep the length of the video down, and the second is I'm going to be uploading tutorial videos of these, even though again, if you need to see it straight away, there's loads of other videos on the transformation processes of this particular Megatron Siege mold. Right, now the good things about this is, as I said, the color scheme, I think it looks great. These hazard stickers now, they really come into play, and again, they're not stickers, they just, you know, it looks like a hazard sticker. We have of course still got a full rotation here on the top of what's going to be the turret, and the red lights at the front there just really work. Now I've been looking at how you can do what they've got there on the instructions, and it basically looks like what we need to do is again take this apart, and we're going to put this through here like so. You can just do this bit by the looks of it, and by doing this bit it will still fit in these holes. So you've got the slots at the top, which is slightly different to how we've had everything else. That's the reason why I've kept this here, to show you that it's a little different to how we've had all the other Megatrons. You're actually attaching it via two slots at the top, whereas the others would be the fusion cannon in the middle. Now you could, if you wanted to, attach this, I suppose, on any one of these parts or points on the side, because there is space. There's more than enough space to do that. So I just need to straighten this back out, and now I suppose this looks like another launcher, so it looks like it's going to fire this off, which looks really good. Again, as I've said, it does rotate all the way around. You don't have to put this here, you can put it on the one at the back, on the sides, but you could also use any other person's weapons. I've just grabbed Ratbat's because it's here for now. You can attach this on the side onto any of these, and again you can then build up and attach rather as many different things as you wanted to on these all the time. To give you, I suppose, a brief comparison, here's the very first user of this mold. This is the Siege Megatron, and I've took the huge sword out as well deliberately, just to, again, just for this particular comparison, so you can tell obviously that it is the same mold. Just a good use of different colors, and of course they've changed what's going inside. Instead of it being a cannon, you've got, I don't know what it is, as I say, like a firing drill bit or something, I'm not too sure. Right, I think that's enough for Megatron for now. Let's have a quick look at Ratbat, which again is brilliant. This color scheme is just popping. It looks so good. The head's obviously tucked away in there. This looks even better there, that little crest on the front, and as of, you know, same as the other mold, everything's pretty much neatly tucked underneath. There's no landing gear because it's a hovercraft and it's a spaceship, so there isn't really wheels on it. That's, I suppose, a little get out of jail I just made up there on the spot, but it's true. It looks like these have come out slightly as well. There we go. Because it's a brand new toy, everything's loose on it. Well, not loose, sorry, stiff. Loose on the legs of the other guy. Normally it's exactly like this, stiff. We can attach the blaster to the side as well. These you can have in or out, it's up to you. In either way, you know, there's not much more to say about it. It's one of the most, it's weird because it's boring because there's not much to it, but I love it because it's so different. Same as when I had the first ones as a child. Let's bring up, funnily enough, let's bring up a sweep, which looks more like the G1 Scourge than the Scourge because of the colour scheme. So as I say, although the alternate mode is quite boring, I love the way that it looks because it's just so out there. Let's just attach this on the side as well, just so you've got a full, complete comparison. And you know, this is just your standard size sort of Voyager class figure. So I've got, just quickly to hand, a Studio Series car, just to give you an idea of how much bigger it is. And I've got another well, this is animated Prowl, but of course he's a deluxe in his alternate mode, and you can see again that these are much bigger figures. And if I just bring in Megs again, he's easily as big, if not, maybe, I don't know, probably about the same size, but a little bit wider as Scourge. But I think there's not much more to do or to say with them regarding them in this particular mode. Let's come back for the final time with them in the robot mode, see how we can use their accessories, and hopefully do some comparisons if this guy will let me. Okay, back for the final time then. We're going to have a look at him with his accessories, how you could store them, and do some comparisons. And I've also got to tell you that I've done a little bit of research. I don't normally like to do things like this. I like to do everything straight off the cuff and first impressions, but I really am. I just can't get him to stand. But I've had a look on TF Wiki, and apparently it's something to do with a misassembly in the knee joint. I'm going to see if I can do a little bit more digging and find out exactly what it is, because it is reported that there might be misassembled inside the knees, hence why he keeps doing that. And as you can see, it is disappointing. I can't even get him to stand at all, really. So unless I'm hoping that the accessories are going to counterbalance him in a second, because I say it's such a shame. It really, the color scheme on him is popping. It's just looking great. Now you see, we won't even stand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this into, I suppose, an axe and a blaster. So if I pop them two together now, there we go, we've got an axe, and then we've got like a drill blaster as well. So this can go in his hand. I love the way that you can do things like this. I love the fact that you can just, mix them all up, play around with them together, and do, pretty much exactly that. Give him different ways of looking, different displays. That's not even holding him forward. You've got to really lean him over. It reminds me of a Generation 1 Soundwave figure, and I'm sure anybody who's had or owned one of them will know exactly what I'm on about. So that's one way that you can do it. If you don't want him to have any accessories, and there's no way on this planet I'm going to do it with him in the state he's in at the moment, you can store everything at the back. But as he can't even hold himself up, I'm just going to show you where they'd go, because yeah, he's not going to balance this way either. You can turn these around. Again, there's so many different ways that you can combine and use all of these. I mean, if you wanted to, let's have a quick look. You could take this off, perhaps, use that as a huge blaster, and then pop that in the top of there as well. So now you've got like a spear as well as an axe. That will balance in there, and then that could be, I don't know, some form of gun or launcher perhaps, and yes, it would work. And of course, he's got all these ports on the side. I'm really sorry, I'm trying to hold him up whilst filming, I just can't seem to do it. You can see the trouble that I'm having with him. I've got to literally rest him up against there, which is no fun. Right, I've just found his axe, which I dropped. I'm going to do some, in fact, let's do some comparisons of him first, so I can just rest him back up. So I've got the original, oh no, I've transformed the original owner of the mold. Of course, that's the tank which you've seen. There is one of my favourite Megatrons. That is, of course, the spoiler pack version. And indeed, I've gone and got the one of the select versions as well, so you can sort of see yeah, the chest is very different, to be honest. The chest is very different, and of course the head sculpt is. The rest of everything else looks pretty much the same. Of course, no, the shoulders are different because you haven't got this bit which folds over there. I've just noticed I've left them up on this one, but unfortunately I'm going to have to just put him back there for now. I'm hoping it's a quick and easy fix, because I think he looks spectacular. Right, let's move them out of the way, and indeed let's move him out of the way just in case he falls over. So Ratbat with his gun, just unfortunately, I say unfortunately, that's been a bit harsh. You've only got the one blaster. You can put it in his hands as you'd expect. You could also put it on his forearm if you wanted to, in the shoulder, or indeed if you really wanted to on the heels, but I can't see any reason for you wanting to do that whatsoever. Let's do some comparisons with him then. So let's bring up original owner of the molds, and of course you've seen sweep in the alternate mode in the other section, and then we've got the last use of the mold before this, which was of course Alpha Trion in the Hero is Born pack. And again, they all look they, they've all got the different parts. You can tell straight away that obviously the chest and the head are the things that stand out straight away. The shoulders as well are different. And yeah, in fact, the arms, they've got the same, obviously, dimensions. I'm just looking at them. They've all got sort of their own different style. Same, no, the legs pretty much are exactly the same. So it's shoulders, chest and head with regards to these. There was, and of course, as I say, you've seen the sweep in the alternate mode. There was one thing that I really did want to try and do, and I'm going to do my absolute best to sort of do it. Maybe if I can just balance him up like that, which I know I shouldn't have to do. I am going to see if I can fix it. And there we go. So I've got the two senators on the one side. Let's just lower this a fraction. packs, Megatron, and then the 2 Senators on this side. So overall, they're a great set, and fingers crossed, if I do manage to get these fixed, I will put that up in another video as well, just to show you what I've done. I don't want to take too much away from it. Obviously, it's disappointing. If I fix it, then this set is a 10 out of 10 for me, because I just love the colour scheme. I love the way they've made 2 existing molds just look so vastly different, and indeed so good. So that's, as I say, my review for now. Hopefully I can find a quick fix for him. If I do, I will let you know. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.